Alright, so good morning everyone, welcome back to another day of Fargo's Soul Mod. Today, we're back for some more pain. That's right, often known as the Mutant Man or the Kneecap Destroyer. I often think about YouTube, alright? So, we've been featured once before on the YouTube Gaming Twitter account. So we know that every once in a while, YouTube may watch one of these, and I want to know their reaction when they start the episode and they're welcomed for some more pain. Is that normal? Am I going to be allowed to be on YouTube anymore? What's happening here? But yep, we're back for the Mutant Man himself. I am very excited about today's episode. So today is Sunday. Hope you're all having a very good weekend. So far, my weekend has been extremely boring. That's right. I've started organising and packing up all of my stuff. Mainly so, I'm getting it out the way early because there's a lot of stuff I want to get rid of, essentially. And I'd rather get rid of it in a good way by, like, giving it out on, like, Facebook or something, rather than throwing it in a skip. So I'm trying to get organised early so that I can be responsible in some way. But yeah, I'm really excited to be playing Terraria. It's a lovely break. Rather than organising books, I didn't realise how many books I own. And I've come to realise that I hate books, right? I do. I hate books. I'm never going to reread these books I own. Why do I own like 100 books? I don't need 100 books. It's ridiculous. But I did quite like it, because a lot of them are annotated from like, some of them that I read and wrote in college was quite cool. I quite liked that. I also found, sorry, we're going to play Terraria in a minute. I found my old school planner from when I was in secondary school. And I was like flicking through it. This was like the thing that you had to organise all your stuff in. And if you ever had like an emergency, you would give it to like the teacher or the form tutor, right? Anyway, I'm flicking through it. And I get to one page. And it was like, James cannot play PE today because unfortunately his PE uniform was destroyed in the tumble dryer, right? I wrote that. It's my handwriting and I signed it as an excuse to get out of PE, right? And as I flicked through more of it, it was, James cannot come to school today since he is chronically ill. What? And I'd written that as well. I'd written that as well. I just could not believe that I did that. I don't remember doing it, but it's so very clearly my handwriting. Anyway, welcome back. Mutant Man, all that good stuff. So, as you can see, we're using all of the effects today, and that's because it was recommended, because the Mutant Man is going to disable some of them. Alright, with that out of the way, bam, let's get into it. What are we on? Mage? So this is going to be the warm-up, and then we'll get into it. So yeah, the reason why all of the effects are actually turned on is because of the fact that the Mutant Man turns off all the effects that he doesn't want. So basically, it doesn't really matter that we have them all turned on. The only thing it causes is extreme, uncomfortable lag. Now, I set myself a rule in the last episode, or maybe the episode before, that I wouldn't change my controls during this point. Sorry, weapon. But I've just broken my own rule. Okay. So I got loads and loads and loads of feedback about how I'm playing to get better. And I'm really grateful for it. So this is just the warm-up. It's just the warm-up. But yeah, I got loads of little bits of like micro advice about how to be better. So we got all that to come. Alright, I'm going to eat a pumpkin pie and go into a golden thing. So apparently I can leave this early. So I can leave it early to avoid some of the attacks I don't like, which is honestly kind of incredible. So I'm happy about that. I didn't just leave it early then. I just kind of did my own thing. Still not very good at this phase. That's fine. It's weird because I thought today I would come in and immediately be confident and better. But the only issue is I've been, you know, organizing garbage. So my brain capacity, it's not where it used to be. But there's still little bits. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this so much. One of the effects is extreme speed. Look at it. I can't even get out. I'm not even joking. Come on, stop. Stop. Alright. We begin again. So yeah, today's episode is just going to be fighting away and doing all this stuff. And if I can remember anything from stuff I've packed, I'll let you know. But yeah, the big one for this one is speed. Move around the arena to avoid the explosions. And then move left and right and up and down a little bit to avoid the demon scythes. Very interesting. Tell you what, I've got to be very careful of that because it always does that charged attack after that phase. So that's something I've noticed. Some phases get randomized, I've come to realize, but some of them just really don't, which isn't great. Okay, this one, I need to stand here. I need to stand here for this one and relax. I need to drop down. I need to give it a little bit more of this. But yeah, today's episode will just be like, it'll just be the regular style. You know, we're just gonna relax and enjoy ourselves, and we're gonna turn to gold here. So this was one big thing. I wish I hadn't turned to gold. This was a great phase. So one big thing that's been pointed out is, essentially going into gold at the wrong time is really bad. Because if you get hit and then go into the gold, you don't heal, unfortunately. So your heal is basically nerfed. Oh, that was bad. There's so many little elements I need to like learn and kind of merge together. That's where I think the recipe for a winning fight is going to lie, in how quickly I can learn to merge all this together. All right. So should I do a few attempts and then bring you back in a minute? I'll give it a go. I still love the mutant, by the way. I just want to say it. I really do like the fight. I'm having good fun with the fight. So we'll say this is definitely just one phase I really want to learn how to get good at. Because the thing is, I've been relying on gold for so long that I've not actually practiced that one. And I think it's one that could be a make or break phase later on in the fight. So I really want to get good at that one. So today, I've not really been doing too much commentating of the fight, but it's going all right. I really, really hate those skulls. Honestly, if I could recommend a change for this fight, it's got to be that phase. It's just too finicky. Like, I feel like, all right, I've seen the warning sign. I've got in the right place. I'm in a mount, so I'm staying still. I shouldn't then, like, have to micro-adjust very slightly every couple of seconds. It should just be, you know, that's the attack and that's what it is. So if I could make any change right now, that would be it. So far, I wouldn't actually change anything else. I'm really happy with a lot of them. It feels pretty fair. This one I'm still very bad at, admittedly. But it feels good. Okay, so I want to go that way and then that way to juke it. But as you can see, I'm slightly getting better at this as we go along, which is nice. It's nice to see improvements and such. That's one I've got to get used to as well. When it's in this phase, the arena moves, and I often run into the sides because I think the arena is locked into place. All right, so this is now the closest I have ever been. I want to try turn to gold. All right, it's let me turn to gold. This is good. Turning gold in this phase is probably the best thing that could have happened to me. Oh, okay, this is bad actually. If I get hit by that laser, we are surely dead. And we got sniped. But this is the best I've ever done. So that was alright. You know what, honestly? This is the best we've ever done. And I was fighting pretty poorly throughout it. I mean, it resulted in a death, so it kind of shows. But that's the best we've ever seen it. So, yeah, pretty good. It's been about 4 hours since I last spoke. I'm not even joking. It's been sat here all day, silent, just doing this fight. I'm not even kidding. This has been my life, and this is the way it shall be. For the mutant man deserves death. Oh, God. All right, so checking in. This is the final attack I need to learn. This is the one I am most awful at. I just need to relax and learn to actually do it. Because if I can crack this one, for real, I'm almost done with this fight. I'm done with this fight in its current form. So if there's extra phases, if there's like 5 like I predicted, if I can just get through here, I'll be done with it. And I really do mean that. That's how close and confident I feel like I am. Because every other form I seem to have mastered. Like Slime Rain. I know how to do Slime Rain. Not an issue. Oh, slight issue. Jukes. I know how to do jukes. They're super simple. This one, I'm getting a lot better at. I know how to kind of work my way in a little bit easier. And hey, look, like, I'm not doing it perfectly, but that's not what the fight demands. In this one, I've come on a long way since the last episode with this. So I want to go over here now. So I'm doing all right with that one. Laser phase, I'm hit and miss with, honestly. Depends on how lazy I'm being. Which I know sounds bad. Sniper phase, I've come to realize, moves the arena more than anything. So because it moves the arena, you've got to kind of flow with where it's going. Okay, and then this one, watch this. Bam, gold, right? Because if I go gold here, then I skip the pillars. Watch this. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, now I'm a free agent. Now I've got to deal with some demon scythes, which I'm not very good at, still admittedly. And then you're going to move slowly with this one. Okay, right. As you can see, I've not done too well. But now it's back to the sniper phase. So as you can see, if I can work my way through this, I will stay alive. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we made it through. So let's see what happens now. All right, Skeletron lasers. Let's go up here. Okay, we're doing good at that. All right, that not so much with there. That's all right. We've still got lots of time to learn and adapt and improve. Juke Fishron laser, or Moonlord laser. All right, we need to get in here. All right, so I think this could be the closest we get to it being it. So we're going to let this hit us 4 times. 4, we're going to pop out. We're going to try our best to avoid any demon scythes that come our way. Honestly, I just guessed by moving left and right. Not going to lie to you. And then now it's time for the phase I am the worst at. This will be the ultimate challenge. Right here. Can I just avoid some snipes, please, sir? Okay, let's see. Alright, so I'm assuming a final phase is about to begin. Okay, let's try moving left. Let's just keep moving. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll be honest. That came in so quick, I didn't really realize what was going to go down. What would be nice is if we could sync up the fight so that we could have Summoner and Turtle Shell during that, or Turtle Gold. So, I'm going to say it. I am extremely proud that I've made it to that point in the fight. Looking at that, that seems like a final attack. That seems like when we were doing, I can't remember which boss it was, but you'll probably know. Do you remember that one where it just went a little bit mad for the last, like, 5 seconds? And you just have to crack the last little bit. I think we're at that. Alright, so I think I'm going into the final phase again. I'm just going to keep moving slowly left and right. Oh, okay, that's rough. That's rough. Oh, there was no health bar. There was no health bar. I meant to just dodge. Alright, okay, that's good to know because I was clearly struggling with my weapons then. That's what, I mean, obviously I got hit. But fumbling to get the right weapons for damage is what, you know, caused my ultimate demise. So that's interesting. Man, starting on that phase is so rare, I've come to realize. Okay, that's good. I just need to dodge. That makes things a lot easier. Now, I don't know if that's just the step to the next phase or that is it. But now we know. Okay, alright. I'm loving the mutant, by the way. I just got to say it once again. I know I've said it like a million times now. But the mutant's been so fun. The mutant is honestly everything I would have wanted. It's hard. There's a lot to learn. But it's fun. I don't know why I'm having so much fun, but I am. So, I mean, that's a good sign. Alright, here we go. What do we know? Just dodge. Okay? Just micro dodges. Oh. Alright, here. Oh. Alright, so gonna have to make this my final fight for today. I've been doing this for 5, near 6 hours. And I've loved a lot of it. That being said, I will admit, even though I love the mutant, please take this with respect. It definitely suffers from going on too long syndrome, where basically it goes on too long, but then has a final form at the end, which is my pet peeve. Well, it's slowly become my pet peeve. Also, I still don't like this phase. I don't like this phase because if you come out of it at the wrong time, or if you come into it at the wrong time, it can be an absolute nightmare. So I don't dig that part of it. But yeah, I'll make this my final one for today. And then hopefully with some great tips from you lot, tomorrow we will crack what I believe to be the final phase of the fight. And I say that because it doesn't have a health bar, which usually means end of the fight in this mod, I think. Is that right? I'm not too sure now I've said it. Okay. Oh, that was a bad miss. Okay, let's see if we can go into the final form without using our golden egg. Okay, and then down here. Okay, come on. Let's bring it to the final form already. Okay, drop down for the laser. Right, here we go. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try stand here, then here, then here. Then what I'm going to do is egg. I've messed this up. I was going to try egg so that I could skip this whole phase. I need to keep remembering as well that I don't need to necessarily... Oh no, please don't die. Please don't die. Oh god. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Is that a laser? Oh, come on! Come on! A laser beam! Really? Right now, you're like, oh yeah, laser beam. That was a mighty big laser beam. That was very large. I've been doing this for like an hour, right? Get ready for this. I go to wrap up the episode. I go, final one, you know? And then I'm like, nah, that seemed very close. Now I need to do one more. I am absolutely addicted to doing this. But now we know how to get through to the big laser. I don't know what the big laser means, but at least we know how to get to it. But we know that essentially what we need to do is we need to withstand a little bit of these lasers and then activate golden egg, or whatever it's called. I know I called it golden egg. It's kind of a golden egg. We need to go golden for the eyeball phase, because that's probably the hardest one for me. And then we need to dodge a big Moonlord laser beam. Oh no, we got all those little micro bits to dodge. So I'm going to have to wing my way through that dodging part, because clearly I'm not very good at it. Still don't know how to do the demon scythe phase. I just literally box around like this, because it looks like it works. Okay, and I'm still absolutely dreadful as a sniper target. This was real life, my head would have come clean off many moons ago. Right, I'm hooked. I've got to stop. I've just got to say, no, that's it. We're done for today. So, let's round it up. Thanks for watching. Wow, we're close, aren't we? I know it. Look at all these tombstones. I cleared these out before the beginning of the episode. Look at all of those. We're so close. I can actually feel it. Just a little bit more. So, if you have any tips, please do let me know. But for today, that is it. Hope you all had a great weekend. Wow. I can't believe I'm addicted to this. It's strange. Right. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.